cars and trains will be heading home to get some sleep. And sometimes they bring their friends home before they get some sleep, like Luke does, and Duncan and Millie, whenever they bring Connor, Greg, or Maya back to the Beyond portal so that they can go home. And sometimes the trains put coaches or goods trains onto a siding or in the yard for the night. And after they did that, they went to sleep. So they can be ready for another long day tomorrow. Everyone, except Brady and 5 of his friends, they couldn't sleep, even though it was very late. Well, guys, since we can't sleep, and all our other friends are asleep, what should we do? I don't know, Brady 5. There's literally nothing to do than just sit in the shed. Like, I literally tried to look for Jennifer's boyfriend again, but I think he went to sleep. Well, did you find him yet? No, I hadn't. But it seems as though it's very hard to find him these days. Well, Bobby, he could be in the Beyond world. Yeah, and me and Clara hadn't been in the Beyond world for a long time. Man, we need to be in that world again. Yeah, I've been in that world a lot to go see the Meeps. And it's too late for you to go see them, right? Yeah, and some of them might be still awake. But they might be asleep when I get there. Yeah, they would be. Well, guys, since we can't sleep, what are we going to do? Yeah, what are we going to do? We need to pass the time. Even though our conversation is kind of passing the time. Yeah, it is kind of passing the time, Brady 5. Well, maybe we should listen to a story. Yeah, a story should help Max the dog. Well, looks like we're going to be listening to a story. And I got one. And it's about me and the killer. What killer? The killer that comes out Friday the 13th. Oh, is your story scary? Yeah, sort of. Well, if you think your story is scary, I guess we'll just listen to it then. Alright then. So this story happened a long time ago, before we all met. I was just a normal car with silver wheels. Literally, no sponsors on me and no numbers. Just a normal car. And I would drive around town all day. And every evening, I filled up with gas, so I could be ready for another long day tomorrow of driving around town. One day, as I was driving around town, I saw a sign, so I read it. And it said, "The killer is out again tomorrow. Be careful." And I knew there was something I didn't like about the killer and about what was happening. I didn't like it at all. And after I read the sign, I continued my drive around town. But after I read the sign, I was thinking about what the killer would do, and what would happen. Well, a lot of stuff will definitely happen on Friday the 13th, Brady 5. Yeah, like deaths. And that's what always happens on Friday the 13th. Yeah, certainly. Now, where was I? After I checked out the sign, I decided to stop by the water site. And I did live in Hosford Yard before we all met. And I do like listening to the sound of the water, even though I was thinking about the killer and Friday the 13th. Well, I did want to listen to the water, but I think thinking about what was happening is important. Just then, a car showed up. He saw me at the water site, and he knew why I was there. And he told me something. You like listening to the water, do you? Yes, I do. Well, did you know a kid drowned in a lake? Wait, what? Yes, he drowned in a lake a long time ago. And I think he drowned in that lake at Camp Crystal Lake. Well, good luck surviving tomorrow. Thanks. Soon, I was getting near back to my shed, and it was at some old dirty area with tar and gray mountains. Ugh, that sure sounds like a dirty area, Brady 5. Yes, it was a dirty area, Bobby, and I've been living there for a long time before I moved into the shed. Did you get dirty at all when you lived there? No, not really. Maybe just a bit of dust. Oh, so you would get clean every day? Well, I would do it if I got a lot of dust on me. But do you know who would do it a lot? Is it James? Yeah, you got that right. And you know how much he loves his splendid paintwork, don't you? Yes, and he's sometimes a bit of a show-off. Yeah, certainly. Alright, back to the story. So I went into my shed, and it was a wooden shed, but I didn't mind. And I was up all night, thinking about the killer. The next day, it was Friday the 13th, and I was ready for another drive around town all day. But I wasn't doing that today. I was heading to a campsite instead. The drive was all day, but I finally arrived. And the place I arrived at was Camp Crystal Lake. What? Camp Crystal Lake? Wait, didn't Luke and Greg tell us a story about what happened there last year? Last Friday the 13th? Yeah, they did. And that was probably when I got back from the Meeps after I stayed with them all night. Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, anyways, back to the story. Yet again, I think. So after I looked at the sign, I decided to check around the campsite. As I was driving around the campsite, I was at the cabins, and I saw that everyone was asleep. And then, I saw the killer. I knew I didn't like him. And then, I saw him heading into one of the cabins. And you probably heard me saying that I didn't like the killer. Well, I think we already did hear that, Brave 5. Yeah, you probably already did. And this is where we get to the scary part. What's so scary about the scary part? Yeah, what's so scary about it? Well, he started killing people. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna like this. Well, hopefully this doesn't give you all nightmares. Well. And as I saw the killer get into one of the cabins, I saw that he was killing the people inside while they were sleeping. Literally, he was killing all of them. This made me feel scared. And then I saw him went into another one, and then he killed the people again. And then another one, he killed the people. And then another one, he killed the people. And then another one, he killed the people. And that was one of the shocking things I ever seen in my life. And I knew I was going to have nightmares. And I did. And I had those nightmares for like a week. Well, I think it will give us nightmares too, Brave 5, for a week. Well, I did have nightmares about it the week before Friday the 13th, so maybe you guys will have that too. Oh, so we'll start having nightmares in a week about it, right? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, I think it's time we get some sleep. I'm getting tired anyway. Yeah, us too. And hopefully we get a good night's sleep tonight. Don't worry, Bobby. I think you and the others will have nothing to worry about for a few days. So Brady 5 and his friends went to sleep.